Ma'am, you are charged with driving while intoxicated. Second offense, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do
reportee who stated the defendant had left the scene. While speaking to the reportee, the defendant drove up to the scene and the law enforcement officer observed the defendant exit out of the driver's side of the vehicle and was the only person in the vehicle. The law enforcement officer observed the defendant to have red, glossy eyes and slurred speech. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted. A 6 out of 6 was reported on the HGN. A 3 out of 4 was recorded on the one-legged stand. It states here that the other test was refused. The law enforcement officer found an open alcoholic beverage, mostly empty and cold to the touch, in the center cup holder, and several other unopened alcoholic beverages cold to the touch. The defendant refused to provide a specimen. Blood warrant was obtained and executed.
Did you say that there was an accident initially that brought them to the attention?
It was just, they were called out to a disturbance. I believe it was a disturbance under the weapon call, Your Honor. They drove up to the location, and they contacted a complaint witness who stated that the defendant left the location, and then while they were speaking to the complaint witness,
That's when she comes back.
that's when their statement came out.
Okay. All right, Ms. Morris, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm forwarding you now as a condition of your bond not to drive at all. I'm now going to have you sign an affidavit with me today, promising you're not going to drive. I don't care what is going on in your life. You will be signing an affidavit with me today, promising you're not going to drive. Do you understand? Because this is a second offense, you will be required to obtain a portable interlock device that you're going to take with you everywhere you go to prove to me that you're not consuming alcohol. I will also randomly test you for drugs. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand, ma'am? You're sending notice to DPS now that I'm placing a restriction on your license that you're not allowed to drive any vehicle that doesn't have a guardian interlock. If you're caught driving a vehicle, it doesn't have an interlock on it, an officer in this state will know that you're required and they will arrest you and put you in jail. And you're in violation of these bond conditions. Do you understand? You have the ability to hire a lawyer, ma'am. We're going to give you time to hire a lawyer. So what I'm going to do is I'll have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. I'm going to first have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. You will then get with pretrial services for your bond conditions, and then after that, you'll be free to go.